All right, everybody, I want to introduce you to one of my strategies that I'll be rolling out this month. This is called the ground sniper strategy. Now, why am I doing this strategy? What I noticed was when I make a buy on a particular ticker, let's say if I want to make a trade on, this is Steem. If I want to make a play on Steem and I want to make a purchase and I say, okay, well, I want to buy it at this level, I have to go ahead and let's say right now Steem was up here, not down here. Let's just say Steem was up here and I'm like, I think it's going to go back to these levels. What I want to do is I want to put in a trade, and I might put in a trade. Let's say I want to make this trade down here. So I double click in Coinigy. I get this number and I say I want to spend 0.001 Bitcoin, and I want to do it when it hits this number. So when it gets down here and I make this purchase, if I click buy now, I am now reserving that money. So I no longer have the 0.001 that I have in here. I no longer have that money to trade with. So if I do that, I'm reducing my account, but now I'm holding money out of my account waiting for the play to happen. So I thought, okay, if I have a robot and I'm, of course, trading my play, what if I could train the robot to kind of know what I want? It's not really training it, but it's me putting an action in play, putting a trade in play ahead of time and saying, look, if the price comes back down here, which it did, if the play comes back down here, I want you to buy down here and ride it back up to the top. Okay? So this way, the bot will be waiting for that trade to happen, and I won't have money in reserve being held someplace out. I'd rather have that money in play when the play happens, not sitting in reserve waiting for the trade to actually happen. So this is where I figured out the bot could actually do that for us, which is if you go into your settings and you go into your gun bot, I set it up for Steem, and then what I use is the ping pong, because as we talked about earlier, the ping pong action, the ping pong strategy is pretty much perfect for being able to capitalize on this momentum, this ping ponging action of a sideways play. But if the coin decides to break out a little bit, well, I want it to be able to get some of those gains too, just in case it does go up a little bit. So how do I play this? What we're going to do is use ping pong plus a step gain to be able to capitalize on our action. So what do I do? I take that same price that I just copied into the alert, I put it right here in the ping pong price. Then what I do, I'll get this price range and I'll say, what is the price range between this and here? Okay, that's about 30% gains on here. So, and what's up here? This is about, because it's broken those lines, about 37%. But where am I getting guaranteed plays? If I look in this zone, it's all right here. So about 30%. So I want to keep it under 30% to lock in my profits. Let's say around 29%. Let's say around 15%. So 15 seems to be where the play is really, where it plays the most. All right, so, and wait, right above here, what's this? All right, so that's just an 8% gain, which is still good. Let's say 10. All right, so what I want, see, we said 10, we've got around 18, and we'll say around 28. 10, 18, and 28 are the numbers that this play seems to play in. So what do I do? Sell level at 10, a sell level at 18, and another sell level around 28. What have I now made my bot do? My bot's going to only do my 0.001 trade at this ping pong buy price. It's then going to step at 10% to look for a gain, at 18% to look for a gain, and at 28% to look for a gain. I've now sniped it, I sniped it at the ground, at the price I only want to buy at, and then I am stepping my way up into profitability. And it could just keep doing that all the time. That is the ground sniper tactic. It's a way for you to not spend money up front on the trade, where you're waiting for the trade to come in place. So if the trade was over here someplace, it ran up here for a little bit, and you're like, I don't know if it's gonna be coming back down. I'll wait till it comes back to this trade level. If it's going to keep sidewaysing like this, now I have a way to play a sideways actioned ticker and gains on it. Again, I could either ping pong it, or I could ride it up even higher just in case it goes up. So if I wanted to, I could actually sit there and say, hey, you know what? It may play into this zone. That's 37%. If I wanted to, I could sit there and say, all right, give me 37, give me 28. So as low as 10%, give me a 28, or give me a 37%. And now for this ticker alone, I now have a play that allows me to get up to a 30% gain, but not be just locked on this one position in case it does have a little bit of a breakout, which it has historically done for a little bit. All right. So another thing you can do with this tactic is, and how you can do this, is save your settings. So screenshots of saying this is when a play is in sideways action, screenshot it and save that and say this is Steem sideways. And then if it does have a breakout, you can say, all right, well, I changed my settings back to a step Bollinger Band, set it to a step gain, reset these levels to what percent, 2% and 2%, 5%, and 35% gains that you want on there. And then now the bot can just trade regular. And when it goes back into this channel again, if it starts acting the same way again, you have the settings screenshotted to be able to then put your settings right back the way they were. All right. So I wanted to be able to show you a strategy that I'll be using, that I came up with it last month, but I figured I'd share that with you.